Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of my Minecraft modded Let's Play series. And I have done a lot out of episode. I've been playing for days and days and days without recording at all, and sticky keys, thank you so much. So things probably look a lot different. So I added the enchantment table. In here I've gone mining a lot, and so most of this is just mining materials. Also, I've been doing some AFK fishing with my ocelot pet. Got loads of fish around the place, and diamonds, electric steel. I've been working hard. I also got this pickaxe that it automatically smelts whatever it mines. It can also be used to actually duplicate. It can actually be used to duplicate stone if you just keep mining it. It gives you experience and duplicates it. Yeah, a bunch of garbage. I really need to work this chest. This is going to drive me crazy. But more garbage, even more. Well, this has over a stack of diamonds. I've been mining for a while. Nether quartz. I'll talk about this later, but I needed a whole ton of Oops, I didn't want to grab that. I needed a whole ton of XP, so I just went into the nether and got a bunch of nether quartz. Mob heads, because with the Ender IO mod, mobs drop their heads upon death by players. So I only think a few. I only think the Enderman, skeleton, creeper, zombie, and obviously the wither skeleton. I've gotten a bunch of things from my Illuminati pet here. I also got a nether star generator, which generates, I think, a whole lot of power from nether stars, although that sounds extremely expensive. More junk, and even more junk. So, in terms of tinkers, I expanded it more, and I've been busy. Where's my ring? Oh, I hate it when this happens. Throw it on the floor and then I can fly again. So basically, I've been working hard too with this. So in the last episode, I made an Illumite hammer, which I actually believe is right here. So basically, I knew about. So basically, Illumite isn't the best. It's like the fourth best material in the mod. I thought it was the third best, and I thought the only things better were let's see here, cobalt and I can't remember what the other one was. I don't think I have any. It was like, hold on, let me go at Tinkers. Okay, there we go. It was like Ardite, that's what it was. So I thought oops, creeper. Oh, that's probably because of the portal there. I'll get to that in a second too. But this is like my blood farm. This is how I get blood in my smeltery. So I thought cobalt was the best material, and I made an entire set of cobalt tools. But then I found out that menium was actually a combination of cobalt and ardite, two ores found in the nether, and it's actually much better, so I had to completely get all of my tools back, so I did that. And then in terms of my machine room, I pushed everything back, and basically there are cables directly in front of you, you just don't see them. If I can get some cables in my hands, which, let me grab this. I put some conductive iron on smelt for some materials we're going to be needing today, which is some energy conduits. There we go, 40 should do just fine. If I grab these, you will see that the blocks disappear and a bunch of energy conduits basically linking everything up. I used a block that basically hides away these wires and covers it. So, and these two, this is obviously my sag mill, and I put some dark steel balls, which I made with dark steel, which actually gives you bonus output. It saves power, and there's other stuff like that. I also added an octet octative, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, capacitor into this one, which basically gives it more power and allows it to function much, much faster. In terms of these, basically I have 5 of the hold on, I don't want to go Tinker's Construct. Can I go at Ender? There we go. So I basically have 5 fully charged vibrant capacitor banks. Then I have 1 fully charged basic capacitor bank, and totaling that I have 101 million RF storage. So that's also I got an extra golden bag of holding out of episode. So that's pretty much everything. Oh no. So I made a full set of dark steel armor, and I also made a diamond helmet and a diamond chest plate, enchanted them with protection 4 unbreaking 3, aqua affinity 1 on the helmet. But then I got this helmet and I fully upgraded it with a whole bunch of basic capacitors. It has a sound locator, which I use a note block for. I used the night vision potion to automatically give me night vision, and I used these 2 solar panels to make it so that it automatically regenerates its power, because obviously it does use up power. And that's pretty much it. So for what I want to do in today's video, oh, I need those. I want to make a gold farm, because while I was doing all that, I noticed that the one big thing I kept running out of was gold. And well, I tried looking into oreberry bushes, which is part of the Tinker's Construct mod, which basically are bushes that farm ores, but it's not automatic. And then I was looking further into it. I found a powered spawner, and to make that I have all the materials to make it except for the Z-Logic controller, which I can make that. That's going to be the first objective of today's episode. And if you capture if you break a mob spawner naturally occurring in the world, you get what is called as a broken spawner in this, and I'm just going to go into the nether and break all the blaze spawners I see. And then if you get a soul vial, I believe it is, hold on, soul binder, I think it was. Yeah, if you get a soul binder, you can actually, ooh, I don't have the Enderman head. Ooh, that's gonna be tough to get, although actually I know how to get it. There's a dark steel sword that you can make that increases your chances. Probably gonna go Enderman hunting in this, but oh, also I crafted a nether star, and you can craft the nether star using like 4 soul sand, 3 wither skulls, a diamond sword, and a bow. I was gonna say a diamond bow, but that doesn't exist. And I used that nether star to get a portal gun. Basically, my method for getting ender pearls so far has been this, and blood also. It has been to, I have a portal here, and then I just go out in the middle of the night and look for endermen and say that this creeper was an enderman. I would shoot a portal down just like that, and he would run into the portal, and he would do that, and the endermans would actually generate liquid ender in this machine, and then I could just use an emerald cast molding to get the ender pearls out. So that's pretty much about everything I've done. Oh, that was a lot. That was a lot of talking. So yeah, oh, and also, I keep going on. I did some experimenting, and what you can do is with the zombie pigmen, I'm just going to have it so that I stand near the spawner. It generates pigmen, and then their items drop, and I could use it was like a hopper chest where like it absorbs in a certain radius. And then I could put them into an automatic crafting machine, which would turn them into gold bars. Then I could just have them come up to a little chest, like right here, and it's going to be underneath the floor. And so that's basically it for that whole idea. But in terms of the floor, I was messing around with a chisel that I crafted using the Tinker's Construct mod. I don't really, oh, this is full of the night vision potions for my helmet, by the way. I don't really know what I was doing at all. Like, let's see if I can find this thing. Like, no, that's a paintbrush that I use for the wood, or the floor. No, the walls, not the floor. Oh, I think I also got a solar panel, one of those that like is the best solar panel in the entire mod pack. It generates like 1,000,000 RF in like a second. It's like extremely powerful. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Solar generator. The only thing is, in order for its power to be sent somewhere else, you have to activate it with redstone. So I'd have to come up with a redstone contraption to do that, and I feel too lazy. I like my automatic solar panels as they are. So I'm going to get started on this gold farm, and I will see you in just 1 second. Alright everyone, we are back, and a quick progress update. I'm just, for the material for the next machine that we actually need an Enderman head, and I don't have that, so just to pass the time, I went mining just for a little while, and I've been mining. So, I discovered a few things. Basically, I discovered ender lilies, which basically are plants that will plant ender pearls, and I'm adjusting my mic right now. It's kind of bothering me. In this dungeon chest, apparently you can only find them in dungeon chests now. I also found a spare ender sword, which I'm using currently to try to get enderman heads that drops rates. Yeah, so this is pretty much all I've gotten. I got another spawner, and this one's a skeleton. I got like 7 to 8. I also got this thing, by the way, and there's the ender lilies. There's like a machine that I found. And there's a sword, increased skull and ender pearl drops. I was looking into it, and apparently to power one of those spawners with like an octadic capacitor, which basically makes it as fast as possible, you need 8,000 RF per tick. That is insane. I did some calculations, and that means that we are going to, in order to keep this thing running consistently for an hour, we need 288 million RF in an hour. Like that's double the amount of power in my setup. And my solar panel setup generates, I did some other calculations too, 11 million. That's nowhere even close. So just by a quick estimate, I say that if we put down one spawner with an octadic what's it called? With an octadic thingy that basically upgrades it. Hold on, I'm looking this up. Octadic capacitor. It will last without stopping or without having any power like inefficiencies for half an hour. And then by half an hour, all of my power supplies will be eliminated. So Illuminati pet, don't mind if I do. So yeah, I'm just going to make this farm, fire it up, and get as much gold as possible. And then oh, I need to go to sleep. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. That scares me. It says Herobrine was here. Now the thing is, I noticed I've been now it's gone, you see. I've been noticing that like when I was playing around with this in my other worlds, it does that. And one time I placed it down and it automatically says that. I guess it just randomly does that as like a jump scare thing. But yeah, oh, that caught me off guard once again. So I did add some extra storage just for the special occasion. So yeah, I'm just going to get as much gold as I can, and then I'm going to start creating. I actually did the calculations, and in order to power one of those mod spawners of an octadic capacitor constantly, like forever, without the power supply going to anything else, we are going to need 3.5 stacks of advanced photovoltaic cells. And to make those, well, basically to make one, we're going to need 6 ender pearls, meaning that we are going to need a huge ender pearl farm, which is going to be the next episode. Also going to need loads of gold, so that's going to be a thing. But in terms of the emeralds that it's going to require, like it requires 2 emeralds. And I'm thinking is we put a villager spawner and just have it so that the villagers here, because that will actually, I'm pretty sure, if you put villagers into a smeltery, it'll give you molten emeralds, and then we can just drain that out. So that's not a problem. But yeah, that's everything that's been going on so far. My current objective is to get a soul binder. In order to do that, we need an enderman head, a zombie, skeleton, and creeper head. I have the zombie, skeleton, and creepers. The enderman head I lack. And let's see how much gold we got. And half a stack. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. So I'm going to gather some resources, and then I'll come back to you in just 1 second. So everyone, I just went adventuring, and I got quite far out. I found another skeleton on the skeleton spawner on the surface. I also found this staff of transporting, which is basically a teleporting staff, in a desert temple. And I managed, when I killed an enderman, and I got his skull, which if I look, how do I like, okay, so let me just show you. If I look if I click on enderman head, I can use it. Ooh, I need 2. Fantastic. I need 1 for the soul binder and 1 for the powered spawner. Oh, that's just great. No, wait. Kidding me. I need all 3 of these machines. I need to slice and dice to get... Wait. I'm confused. Wait, what do I need? I need to slice and dice to get materials for the powered spawner. No, I need to slice and dice to get this thing right here. Yeah, okay. So it's slice and splice or whatever. I also found another portal gun, so I'm going to make sure that I can get home. I believe that should hopefully send me home, and I'll just never use this, and I'll always use it as a link to these places. And oh dear, I should probably move that portal right there. Going to move it to right here, because I'm about to have an ender pearl farm anyways, so I could always, and it glitched me back through. Can I go back through, please? Okay. I'll just get on with my and splice or whatever it is. And I'll see you in just 1 second. Okay, everyone, it is a little while later. Actually, it is the next morning because I was recording the last few parts late at night. And in terms of what I've done so far, is I've added the slice and splice machine to make a component for the powered spawner. Then I also combined the broken spawner with the zombie pigment essence in this soul binder machine to make a broken spawner. And if I combine the powered spawner with the broken spawner for 30 levels, I can make a powered zombie pigment spawner. And actually, I was doing some stuff, and for some reason I thought a dark steel anvil could stay and like float. It didn't have to be like on the ground. I don't know why I thought that. It's dark steel, I would imagine, is heavier than iron. Where's my facades? Come on, come back. There we go. Facades. This is really repetitive. I also made this chest to copper because I had a wood to copper upgrade that I got from my Illuminati pet. Okay, the facades are red and they have like weird markings on them. There. Conduit facade. Place these onto direct. Record, the lag is just serious, and recently it's just been worse than normal. So there we go. You can't see the wires. And now is why is this not getting power? Oh, it's charging. Oh, it must be to fill up this thing. Oh yeah. So I'm going to base spawner and then do all of the item transportation systems so that there's just a nice little chest where all of the gold will come into here. So I will see you in just 1 second. So everyone, I have basically finished the spawner. So I chiseled out this room right here, and these are wires like so. Well, they're conduits. And so all I have to do is this is basically what happened is once I put this spawner right here, it shouldn't activate because I have it set to redstone mode, which means in order to activate it, I will have to put an actuator right here and turn that on. Yeah, I'll do that in just a second. Basically, the pigmen will spawn, they'll die of fall damage, and then I've set this so that it will only, it will now only suck up gold nuggets. And I ran some item conduits, which will then transport the items to this chest. And I've tested it, it works. So now that has been placed. And if I get some cobblestone and make an actuator, this should work. Oh, I've spent so long at this. I don't want this to fail. And just imagine if this completely doesn't work and it backfires and like there's so many things wrong with what I'm doing right now. I hope that's not the case. Please don't be the case. Please don't be the case. So I have this lever, and theoretically, if I place down, do that, it should. It's working. It's working. Progress. Start spawning. Okay, I don't think light matters. And there we go. They die. Then the gold nuggets get sucked into there. Okay. Now they should be in the chest. If they even drop gold nuggets. Did they even drop gold nuggets? Yes, they did. It's working. It's working. The farm is working. Yay. So if I make this faster by putting this octadic capacitor in here, it is going to drain the power supply, but it is going to be just creating huge amounts of these things. The only problem is it is requiring more power than the cables that are currently feeding into it can provide. So it's going to stop and our power supply is going to get drained. Look, it's minusing like 4,000 RF per tick. Like this thing won't last but an hour before this just stops. So anyway, that is going to be the end of the episode there. I hope that you have enjoyed, and I especially hope they will come back for the next episode. Bye!